What is up, my YouTube family? We're back again with another one. Roundtable podcast number 31. Bare Bones Reaction is my channel. Guys, I'm back on this Kiely Rodni thing. It's gotten weird, even weirder, and I said before that it's gonna get weird, and I never understood hardly any of it. But now we're here, and I'm looking at this stuff. A YouTuber goes by Check It TV found her laptop and some other things. So, Adventure Without a Purpose, as we know, found the car. Where was this stuff at? Well, come to find out, there's actually pictures of this stuff in the back of her car. Why wasn't it retrieved then? It's just really weird how it goes. But anyways, guys, we're going to watch this video. We're going to talk about through it. And afterwards, I'm actually going to talk about the video. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what they have to say.
And I'm at a loss for words right now too. First of all, I take absolutely no credit for the information I'm about to share. Check It TV is a YouTuber that has been going out to Prosser Reservoir. He found new evidence, which was still in the water. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw what he found. The link to his channel is in my description below. Go check him out. He has some really important information regarding the Kiely Rodni case. One of the big things he found was Kiely's laptop, which was still in the water. However, he said he was so frustrated because no one seemed to care. He called the sheriff's office and then called the Truckee Police Department.
And whenever he called the sheriff's department, they didn't want to come out and assist him. They was actually just going to leave it alone. That's what they was going to do. So, I mean, come out. Would you think everyone is fantastic job? Family will likely receive many of Kiely's photos from Memorial. But if you read on the other post, they didn't want to come. They was not going to send out an officer. The guy was actually getting mad because they would not send out an officer to come check on this stuff. So not only did we have the police department that actually dove and looked for her stuff and missed all this stuff, and so did Adventures with a Purpose. Now, if it's in her car, why aren't you going to retrieve that stuff? That's actually what you need to do. I mean, that's what you train to do, I guess. Instead, where did this stuff end up at? The guy said he found it away from where the car was at, basically, where he found the stuff at, which is her brush, her laptop, her charger, but where's her phone? But the same guy found something in the woods after the police done searched a bag and other stuff. It just seems really weird to me. I'm not calling the guy, the YouTuber, Check It TV, a suspect on anything. I want to make that clear. But it's just weird. Why wasn't this stuff found whenever the cops searched the woods? And why wasn't this stuff found whenever divers dove? You're going to tell me the water level goes down, so you're going to find this stuff now? That's not how this works. That's it. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what they have to say.
Told him they are not handling the investigation and transferred him to Placer County Police. He bumped into a friend of Kiely's. The name wasn't given. However, she said they were trying to rekindle their relationship and they were starting to become really good friends again.
See, and now we have the picture of the car. You can see the hairbrush. I mean, you can see the hairbrush right there. And this is where all the rest of the stuff was at too, supposedly. But how do they have this photo of the stuff in the car, but they didn't retrieve it? It makes no sense. This stuff was in the car. When they pulled out the car, why wasn't this stuff gathered up then? In other words, when they looked in the car and they pulled it out, why wasn't it still in the car? When they flipped it over, it fell out. So you're going to tell me whenever you flip over a car and stuff falls out that's evidence, you're not going to pick it up, knowing that it could be a murder case, whether it is or not? That doesn't make no sense. You would pick this stuff up. That's what you would do. So we have this picture here of the stuff in the car, but you find it out of the car a week later. Anyways, guys, let's continue to see what he has to say.
Who do you think this friend is? After his dive, he pulled out a hairbrush and showed it to the friend. She was shocked. This friend was in disbelief and made a phone call because she had a direct phone number. However, she came back and said they told her everything would have to wait until tomorrow because it's not a priority. SF Investigates got hold of the family.
It's not a priority. This stuff was found where a little girl found dead, but it's not, it needs to hold off. It's not priority. What? Why ain't this a priority? See, this is what I'm talking about. The cops didn't even want Adventure with a Purpose to even go dive because they done called the area clear. So if they wouldn't have went and dove and called the area clear, who would have found the girl? Who would have found the car? And it just, all this stuff put together is just clusterfuck. That's what it is. And it looks like a better job would have been done by collecting this evidence. And there's stories going around that she was actually buckled in now. So if she's buckled in, how is she going to drive her car into the reservoir from the back seat? Even people saying she was found in the back of the trunk. So, and there's no evidence. There's no evidence to any of this stuff. Of anything, whether the ignition was on, off, neutral, none of it. No cops has come forward and tell us nothing. They didn't even want to come and check out the laptop, for God's sakes. So what else have they not wanted to do? Anyways, guys, let's see what they have to say.
Family, and Kiely's grandpa went right over. He dived again, found a laptop, found a charger, and lots of glass. Eventually, someone from the police department showed up. What made them come? People from YouTube. Kept calling. Please go and watch his video, and show some support to him, and the work he is doing.
See, so this stuff should have been collected, for one, whenever it fell out of the car. Okay? They should have collected it. Number two, someone has a dive suit on, goes down, finds it, and pulls it out and says it's Kiely Rodni's, and the cops don't want to come because they don't want to send someone out. Then you dive back down, you find a laptop. So you found a hairbrush, a laptop, and a MacBook charger of this little girl's, and a bag on top of that. So now, what are they looking into now? They was looking for the stuff, so they found the stuff. So what is the problem now? What is the holdup now? That's some speculations that we need to be asking. We need to be asking that question. What's the holdup? But now they're going to take all this stuff and they're going to actually try to get stuff off of it. And it's going to take another 3 weeks because they have no answers still. All we need to know is, was the ignition on? Was the ignition off? Just like the battery. The battery was supposedly dead. And the tow truck driver come out. That was suspicious too. The tow truck driver said she looked uncomfortable. So this whole thing just is weird. It's a weird case. And you have parties going on top of parties. People not being questioned. People finding stuff that should have been found by the police or by divers. All kinds of stuff. So speculations go on. We just don't know what is true and what's not is true. We can hear all we want and see what we want, but is that really what we believe? We watch different news channels and find out something different every day. Anyways, guys, I'm in this video here. Love yourself, like yourself, be nothing but yourself. Like, subscribe to the channel. It's highly appreciated, guys. Your boy Deuce is out. Thank you, guys. Love you guys.